Hey, beloved, how you doing? How you feeling? How you healing? What's the vibe? How's it going on? How's it going on? How's it going out there in the spiritual streets? Listen, beloved, something came up into my energy that was pretty darn serious. Spirit wanted me to deliver this message. So it appears that, as the collective, everyone is stepping into their power now. Everyone's stepping into their magic, their ashe. They're aligning with their higher self. They're stepping onto their highest timelines, and they're calling in their destiny. They've got towers that are happening within their life, but they've also got Wheel of Fortune, destiny moments. Doors are opening, portals are opening for them. They're getting rid of a lot of things. They're calling in a lot of things as well. However, Spirit said, and this was an energy that was actually put quite heavily upon me energetically, and it was confirmed that I needed to speak upon it. So Spirit is basically saying, do not ask me for something if you are not going to openly receive it with an open heart, open mind, body ready to receive. Do not ask me for anything if you are going to reject the blessings that I am bestowing upon you or about to bestow upon you. With the spiritual community becoming a lot stronger, and obviously there's different pockets and there's different waves of awakening, enlightenment, connections, etc. A lot of you out there are becoming very powerful manifestors. You're knowing how to change the trajectory of your timelines by stepping into your soul's purpose, by aligning with various frequencies. However, what is happening is that I believe that there's a slight over abuse of the term manifestation and wishing, because what's happening is that with most things in life is that one can over abuse a blessing. What do I mean by that? So, for example, you've manifested. You've done all the steps to manifesting, whether they be the 3, 6, 9 step, I don't know, using water to manifest, whatever you want to use, whatever the conduit is that you want to use to manifest, you've manifested. Let's say, for example, you manifested a new house, or a new job, or a lover, or travel, money so that you can travel. For that manifestation to come in, something out of your life, something within your life has to leave. Something has to be removed so that this new energy can come in. Because if you're continuing to manifest, wanting new things to come in, but you are still holding on to the old timeline, the old energies, how on earth are you able to receive what is coming in if you are 4 of Pentacles, holding on to everything, refusing to let go? 10 toes down deep into the ground, gripping everything which belongs to the past. How are you allowing yourself to be open to receive what the Most High is blessing you with? What we need to remember out here is that it's not your timing, beloved. You're merely a soul here. You're the Most High here on earth, having a great earthly experience with the ups and downs and everything that comes in between. But the Most High will bless you when the Most High is ready to bless you. Not when you're ready, when the Most High is ready. But you have to be prepared to leave the past behind. You have to be prepared to feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear and jump. Be the fool. New beginnings. Jump off of that cliff. And know that once you take that first step off the cliff, it's okay. Because your landing will be soft. Do you know why? Because you asked this of the Most High. Please bless me with a new car. The Most High provides you with the exact specification of car that you need, but it's in purple instead of pink. Oh, I don't like it because it's purple and I actually wanted pink. How ungrateful is that, beloved? So the Spirit's going to be like, well, wait a minute. So I'm sending you signs, synchronicities. I'm giving you everything that you want. But all I ask of you is to let this thing go. Let this idea go. Let this notion go. And what you're doing is holding on to it. Wow, you don't deserve this blessing then, surely. So because we all have free will, you allow this blessing to go. But then a few years down the line, you cannot stand back and be like, well, I asked for this, and this, and I didn't get it. Well, in actual fact, you did. But you refused to listen to the Most High and pay attention to the signs and the frequencies and the synchronicities and the messages from the Most High in your spiritual team. You refused to learn a lesson. And these are the cards that popped out, literally came out whilst I was shuffling, trying to think of how I was going to word this in a way that, can be understood. You must learn lessons from the past. Learn the lessons from the past and leave them behind. Don't become so entrenched in, I've only known this for so many years. This is all I've ever done for so many years. Then when you were at your lowest, or when you were at a point where you felt you were at your highest and you manifested, and then Spirit's like, okay, they're ready now. Let's bring it in. And then you're just like, actually, I'm not ready. I don't want this yet. I still have healing to do. I still need to work on this project. I still need to do that. And Spirit's like, well, wait a minute. I'm telling you, you're ready for this right now. And you're like, no, I'm not ready for it, Spirit, but thanks though. So then you cannot complain if you end up into a sort of like a vibration and frequency that feels out of alignment, that feels clunky. At the end of the day, your ancestors and spirit guides are around you. Your intuition is Spirit talking to you daily. It says moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, unconditional love. So you know what you need to do. And refusing to do it just keeps you kind of like in an energy of the hermit mode and a tower, fighting against the flow of the waves when you should be flowing with the wave. Be the fool. Take those chances. Take the leap of faith. Get out of your head. A lot of us get locked within our cerebral cortex of our darkest thoughts, of our lightest thoughts. We get so entrenched in our minds, in our brains, just entrenched in our crown chakras, just, so entrenched in holding on to the fear of the past and almost projecting that fear onto the future. But the question I have for you, beloved, is how the hell do you know what the future holds for you in terms of fear if you're not even going to allow yourself to step forward valiantly, courageously, with strength and power and in being grounded? Be mindful of what is the past timeline and what the current new timeline is calling you to do. The new timeline will always call you in and it will always feel freer. It will always be scary, but remember, the opposing energy always wants to keep you locked and bound into the old timeline. So they put fear and doubt and self-sabotage into your energy field. And it's for you to discern, is this my energy or is this the opposing energy trying to keep me back? Because if you discern that actually it's not your energy and it's the opposing energy, they will always try and keep you back onto an old timeline that doesn't serve your highest good because they don't want you to advance. So beloved, this message is real strong. Do not wish for anything if you are not ready for that blessing to come in. And when that blessing comes in, please promise me, promise yourself, make a pact to your inner child and your higher self and your ancestors and the Most High Mother and Father that you will go forward and grab this new blessing before it disappears forever.